Hey, it's Mary Kate again with a message for parents about how to use management techniques at home to enforce what your child's teacher is doing at school and use positive reinforcement to change behavior. Before we start with what to do at home, I have a kind of to-do list for parents. The first thing I ask as a teacher is to meet you and your child together, preferably before school starts or on the first day of school. This meet and greet builds an instant bridge between us that can be used throughout the school year. I want you to get to know me as much as I want to get to know you and your child. And in this way, I can also get a sense of how they behave when they're around you. So come to parent night with your child and talk to me a bit. I will probably ask you about challenges and strengths your child has and how he or she is motivated. This is really important for me to know so that I can help motivate your child at school using some of those same techniques. The second thing on your to-do list is to keep in contact with me with any questions or concerns you have. I will communicate with you through weekly newsletters and/or an occasional phone call or email pertaining to your student. And my door is always open, so volunteer in my classroom. See how I teach, see what kind of classwork your child is doing, and how they behave in class too. But please remember that I have 31 other kids in my class, so some of whom require more attention than others. If I don't spot a problem with your child right away, please don't get mad or accuse me of not caring about him or her. Simply reach out with your concern as soon as possible. And finally, the last thing on your to-do list is this. Help your child to succeed in school by following through at home. Help your child with their homework. Have them read to you to increase their fluency and comprehension. And help shape their behavior through consequences and rewards. The management techniques you can use at home are very similar to ones I will use in class. Let your kids know what you expect of them and have appropriate consequences if they don't meet those expectations. Remember that the punishment should fit the crime, so to speak. So if an expectation is that they help with the dishes after dinner and they run off to play video games instead, it now becomes their job to do everyone's dishes, clean off the counter, and put the leftovers away. When you give rewards, those should also be proportional to the good behavior. If your child cleared the table and put away leftovers without being asked, maybe you reward them by not making them do dishes that night. Find out what your child is motivated by and use that to your advantage. Don't allow your child to do the thing they want to do until they have done what they have to do. Homework before video games, a clean room before they play with friends, doing chores before they get their iPod, and the list goes on. The whole point is to reward your kids for doing something you want them to do, which is positive reinforcement, and take something away when they do something you don't want them to do, which is negative reinforcement. You can give privileges and take them away to shape behavior in your child. But the number one rule is be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. Last but not least, as teachers, we know that consequences can't become meaningful to students unless we get support from you, the parents. So if we explain that your child had poor behavior at school, which resulted in them not getting their work done and it's being sent home, please do your best to follow through at home by having your child finish their work. Follow through is very important to a child and establishes responsibility in them. When they are accountable for their actions, not only to me, but to you as well, they get the message loud and clear. I have to take responsibility for my actions, and there are negative consequences for negative actions. I hope these quick tips help to maintain a happy home and create respectful, responsible children who live under your roof.